Yeah, so Megatron is...
Wait a minute. Is that James? Is that James Roberts? It's James! James, it's Sentinel! Mr. Roberts, it's Sentinel! Hey, write me, would you? Write me! James? Hello? Oh, he's not listening to me. That filthy organic. Add him to the list.
Wow, it's like a really consistent cosplayer.
To me, animated Shadowblade Megatron is one of those repaints where you wish they'd released the toy in those colours first. Upon his restoration on Earth, the series' big bad took the form of a twin-rotored helicopter. Some have compared this to the Osprey a la movie Incinerator, and while the shape of the fuselage is similar, the rotors cannot pivot forward like an Osprey or other tilt-rotor crafts. They're pretty much fixed. Keep in mind, Transformers Animated is set in the 22nd century. Combined with the art style, you have yourself a futuristic, anime-esque, and a very big, buff design that befits the power-hungry tyrant. Another trait of the art style is that the detailing is very sparse. Oh, it's there, but the animated figures are, texture-wise, very clean and smooth, compared to, say, the movie range, where you'd be hard-pressed to find a single square inch of those toys that isn't covered in molded details. Then there's the deco. I'd call it stealthy, and then I'd see the giant fusion cannon. You all know how I love G1 Skywarp's color scheme, with the black, purple and silver, though this doesn't follow it to the letter, as the silver has a violet tint to it. Plus the cockpit is translucent red instead of orange, and lights up whenever his sounds are activated. Speaking of, push the Decepticon symbol underneath, and you get... As for his other gimmicks, the rotors are geared as such that if you turn one, they both spin. The cannon rotates almost a full 360. And finally, you have landing gear. There's even an alternate nose wheel if you display this without the cannon. Not that I'd risk it. While the legs are fairly involved, the rest of the transformation is pretty simple for a leader class figure. Pulling the cockpit either direction results in... Basically, half the copter winds up on his back, which as you can imagine, makes balancing a bit of a hassle. Megs has 27 points of articulation, though the waist and head are hindered by the backpack and electronics respectively. Ignoring the colours, this is more or less G1 Megatron in the animated aesthetic. Simpler details, curved limbs, and an asteroid-sized chin. Okay, not quite, but it's still pretty big. His cannon plugs onto either arm, though canonically... Okay! He wheels it on the right. That reminds me, you can actually cock the cannon, then press this button to fire the missile. The rotors quite cleverly convert into his other weapons, twin longswords. Pushing that same emblem activates 3 new sounds.
Where is the All-Spark? Crush the Autobots!
What, no transform and rise up? These are the same sounds as the original, I believe. And yes, that was Corey Burton, the voice of animated Megatron. The headmaster that comes with Leader Bulkhead can plug into all 3 leaders, him, Megatron and Ultra Magnus, though Bulkhead's the only one whose lights and sounds change as a result. Despite this mold simplicity, I like it, and going by other reviews, I'll take it over both of Megatron's Cybertron mode toys any day. I know this deco's not for everyone, in which case there's always the original, or Takara's release, which has a sweet metallic or premium finish. Otherwise, this is the one to get.